Hi, my name's Bonnie Phillips, and I am doing the Authortube Newbie Tag 2.0 by Jenna Streety. And so, a little bit about myself first is I am a wife, a mother, and a writer. I've had other careers in the past, but the last 6 years I have been focused on writing and getting better and producing content. So, uh, I'm pretty excited to join the Authortube community, and I really love you guys. You're very inspirational, and you've helped me achieve a lot more than I probably could have on my own, and have the confidence to make this video for Authortube. So this is my first video. Cheers! It's also my birthday, so hey, milestone. Every year on my birthday, I try to do something I've never done before, and so this is my first YouTube video. So let's see how this goes. Took a lot of courage to just film this tonight, so pretty excited. I do have these notes here. I made some notes. I'm a note taker. I take a lot of notes. I write a lot of things by hand. I also type a lot. So I also use dictation too, sometimes depending on what I'm doing. So number 1, what's your book's pitch? Michaela Chambers, simple choices, big decisions, regrets, failures, and new beginnings. And so I am just about at the end of this book. I do have to go back, and I've been using dictation to put in places that I marked in the story where I had taken to a lot of handwriting. And so I'm kicking myself a little bit now because I'm at the end of the story, and now I have to go put all the handwritten pages into the story that I marked. So I have a huge stack of stuff I gotta put in. So that's going to take me a little while, and then I want to do a quick second draft through, and then I will shelf it for a while, and I'll be starting my next project. So I'm excited about that too. Got some great ideas going. Number 2, if you were a book, how would you pitch yourself? A writer in search of her destiny, following her passion for creativity and pushing her limits. So definitely pushing my limits, so that the wine helps. This channel is for adults. I like to drink wine. Not too much. One or two glasses at a time, but it's helped having been stuck at home for like 7 weeks at this point. So I'm drinking wine for sure. I'm loving it. Nowhere to go, right? Right. Nowhere to go. All right. Number 3, what do you usually write? What do you want to write? I usually write nonfiction. I did write a salon haircutting guide for new stylists, and that is finished. That's shelved right now, so it's going to come back and get edited, and I'm pretty excited about that. I am qualified to write that. I actually have been licensed as a cosmetologist for 20 years now. So I'm really dating myself. 20 years. So I actually did this before I went to college. I did this before I decided to write. This was a job I worked for a very long time. So the benefit of that is I've cut thousands of people's hair, and I've talked to thousands of people. There are some interesting stories, and so I got a lot of feel. I mean, I wouldn't name any specific character after a specific person, but there are a lot of things I've heard and conversations I've had and different types of personalities that you wouldn't believe what people tell their hairdresser. So, stories there. What do I want to write? I want to write fiction novels. So, I haven't narrowed down my genre exactly. I have a couple different genres that I'm contemplating if that's where I fit in. So right now I am writing and seeing what I produce, what it comes out. So the book that I'm currently finishing now is pretty deep. It's pretty intense. I don't know if that one will ever get published. Maybe we'll see how much I learn when I come back to redraft it. This was my first fiction novel, so I put it all out there. There is a lot in this book. So there's a lot in this book. I do worry if there's maybe too much tension, or if I write too graphic, or not graphic enough, or not enough tension. So that is one thing I worry about. So what would you never write? Question number 4. What would I never write? I would hope I would never have to write obituaries. So that's what I would never want to write. Goal for starting an Authortube channel. So I do want to connect with the Authortube community more. I love it. And I haven't done a video. This is my first video. So I wanted to put myself out there. I've been enjoying your videos. All these other Authortubers, they're wonderful. I have an entire list of Authortubers that I have enjoyed their videos immensely. Big fans. I love getting new information from you guys. I love to learn. I'm willing to learn and, you know, share what I know also. So, number 6, what made you want to start writing? I've always wanted to be a writer. I've always wanted to write a book. I've been discouraged a long time. I can remember being in 4th grade and just obsessed with cursive handwriting and writing even back then. And then really in 8th grade, I had a lot of traumatic stuff happen throughout my childhood, a lot of different experiences. I moved around a lot as a kid, and I'm not going to get too deep into that, but probably about 8th grade, I started writing poetry journals. I had a really great English teacher and started writing poetry journals. And around that time, I actually started keeping a journal, a private journal, every single day until I was in my 20s. And then a situation occurred where I lost all those. So what are you going to do? I stopped writing for a while. It was traumatic when I lost all that stuff. And so I stopped writing, kept living life, cutting hair. I've also worked for some corporations in customer service and retention and different things like that. I've tried an MLM. Not a good idea. Waste of time, waste of money. So I've tried a lot of different things, and I'm very lucky. I have a great husband who allows me to pursue my passion as I allow him to pursue his. He's really great at his job. He loves it. He's a very busy guy. And so therefore I get time with the kids and time to write, because most of the time the kids want absolutely nothing to do with me. They want to do their own thing, you know. They got their own things to do. So here we go. Me rambling. Number 7. Sorry about that. What is your personal publishing path? I would love to be traditionally published, but I am looking at self-publishing. If I do get it up to the edited content and all the other necessary things that would be to self-publish, like book covers, a lot of interior things, formatting, things of that nature, which I know a bit of and I'm learning. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with that yet. I'm not ready for that yet. So I do look forward to learning more about that from you fellow Authortubers. So thank you. I've learned so much, and I look forward to learning more from you. What kind of Authortube content are you bringing to the community? I want to bring writing vlogs, and I would love to chat with other authors on their process. I would also like to help other authors, newbie authors, people who aren't authors yet, who want to be authors, write their first book. So I would love to go through the process I go through in writing a book. If you want to take that journey with me, subscribe below, and we can take that journey together. I'm going to try to post once a week and work my way through the process from when I start outlining, how much I outline, you know, what kind of routine I follow. I do want to let you know I found a great pattern, not to get too far off topic. I found a great thing that has helped me in this last book. And there's 2 other people that I found who really use it, Martha Alderson and Katie Tastic. It's a 3-act structure, 27-point outline. 27-point outline. And I use this quite a bit. Right now, I started this current book as just pantsing it. And it started off just pantsing a story, trying to get my creative juices flowing, and then it turned into this huge adventure, a huge life lesson. We'll see if it ever gets published, but it's been really great writing this book, and I've been writing it all through Camp Nano this April. So I may not meet my Nano goal, but I'm pretty close to 30,000 words in for this month, so I'm pretty proud of myself. This is the first time I've done Nano, so it's been pretty exciting. And I know everybody hates the website, but I have nothing to compare it to, and it keeps track of how far I am from my goal, so that is good enough for me. So let me move on, since I showed you that 3-act structure, 27-point outline that I love so much. It reminds me of where I'm going with the story as I'm writing it, so I love it. Biggest writing struggle. Knowing if something is too graphic or if I'm writing with too much tension or not enough tension. I've always had trouble knowing my limits, and so I have worked on that. I have grown with time and age to work on trying to limit myself, even though I'm a very blunt person. I do have my insecurities. You know, we all have things about us that hold us back, and so we can conquer those together and write these books. That's pretty exciting. What do you think is your best writing skill? Ability to imagine myself into a character's head and experience what's happening to them. I definitely write the story as if this was happening. So I definitely, I'm pretty creative, so I think that's something strong that I think I'd be good at building strong characters and building empathy and emotion for these characters. So I'm hoping I'm right. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying. YouTube newbie tip. Never give up. Never give up. And when it gets really tough and you want to give up and you're about to give up, don't give up, because that's when you're going to have your breakthrough.